Have you ever spent 3 hours planning something and yet you still never started? Yeah, that's not productivity like most would believe. That's perfectionism. See, it feels like progress and it tricks you into thinking that you're moving forward, but really you're just stuck in this loop. This well lit, color coded, bullet pointed loop. Perfectionism isn't about being your best as most would believe, it's being afraid that your best won't be enough. So you stall. You have the belief that you're being productive by doing all this planning and everything, but in doing so, you stall and push it off. And to the outside world, it looks like effort. It looks like you're putting together this perfect plan and you're being extremely productive, so no one questions it, not even you. But eventually, you have to ask yourself, are you actually working? Are you actually achieving your goals? Or are you just afraid of starting? Let's be real here. Most of us aren't actually being productive. We're being busy. We're busy tweaking, planning, researching, rechecking. Then we're busy retweaking, replanning, re-researching, and re-rechecking. Busy makes checklists about checklists. And perfectionism loves that. Because as a perfectionist, as long as you're doing something, you have this false sense of productivity and you don't have to be afraid of starting. But deep down, you know that you're just stalling and avoiding the part where work actually gets seen. And I definitely know how this feels. There have been several times over the course of the past 15 years where I've wanted to get back into YouTube. As you see, this channel has a lot of time gaps, and I may have taken breaks from making YouTube itself, but I never truly quit YouTube. But I did this perfectionistic loop where I researched videos and studied the algorithm and did all these things in this effort to pursue my dream. But in doing so, I was being a perfectionist and stalling. See, perfectionism sells you this dream that there's a right way to start, that there's the right time, the perfect setup, the right conditions, the right strategy. You gotta find the perfect niche and all these things. But guess what? There is no perfect time. There is just now. They say that the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. You can theory craft all day, but until you actually press forward and move, nothing's gonna happen. Sometimes the best way forward is to just make a step and trust that if you're off by zero point 0.3 degrees, that you'll eventually course correct later. See, the root of perfectionism is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. So, for perfectionists, we like to stay in this comfort zone of still working on it. It feels safe, responsible, and like it's the right thing to do, but really, it's just another way of hiding and avoiding the inevitable. And perfectionism gives that fear a mask that looks like discipline. But discipline isn't hesitation or pushing things off, it's action and taking steps now. So, this begs the question, how do we move forward from here? How do we get past the perfectionism and be productive and achieve the things that we want to strive for? The answer? We lower the bar. We get rid of this idea that we have to be perfect, because reality check, none of us are perfect and nothing we make is ever going to be perfect. And that is okay. Give yourself permission for that to be okay. And it's not because you don't care. Of course you care. Obviously you care, or else you wouldn't be watching this video. But lowering the bar, it's because you want to finish. You want this thing that you care so much about to see the light of day. And so you want to finish it. There's a saying that my mom has always told me. It's that done is better than perfect. And the older I get, the more I realize that's true. And I'm especially seeing it here with YouTube because My videos aren't perfect. My thumbnails aren't perfect. I have a lot of things that I need to work on and want to work on. But what I'm doing right now, it's significantly more productive than what I did during all of those gaps where all I did was watch YouTube strategy videos. And there's nothing wrong with watching YouTube strategy videos. They're great, they're awesome, and super educational. But it's when you use that as a way to avoid working towards your goal that things become a problem. Perfectionists wait until it feels right, but it's never gonna actually feel right. And if there ever comes a point where it feels right, it's gonna be too late. There's this popular story of a pottery teacher who splits the class into two groups. Group A, for the semester, their job is to just make one piece of pottery, but it has to be as perfect as they can make it. And Group B, they're given new projects each week. Now you'd think, at the surface level, that Group A, the perfectionist group, would have the higher quality art pieces. But in actuality, it was the second group that had the better quality work by the end of the semester. Of course, like at the beginning, it was rough and messy, but they were able to iterate upon their ideas and pieces faster and faster, and that gave them the opportunity to get better quicker. Momentum is built by starting. It's not built by thinking about starting. And every step, no matter how small or messy, it's still a step. There's a difference between perfectionism and doing your best. Perfectionism is what we've been talking about in this video, but doing your best is actually giving things the effort and quality and care that they need. That is perfectly healthy and fine. Perfectionism, that's what is holding you back. That perfect idea in your head, it means nothing if you never act on it. So, even if the idea is not ready, even if it's not perfect, pursue that idea anyway. Make it, release it out into the world. Even if it's not perfect, it's still real, it's still finished, and like my mom said, done is better than perfect. Disclaimer, don't use this advice as reason to do something dumb. Be smart, be reasonable, you got this. And if this video helped you out at all, get out of your head, be productive, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments what kind of projects you're starting. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.